Mic test, mic test. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, students, parents, faculty, staff, and guests. My name is San Juanita Ortiz, and as principal of South Texas ISD Rising Scholars Academy, I extend a warm welcome to each and every one of you. Thank you for taking the time to join us. Today, we celebrate the designation of South Texas ISD Rising Scholars Academy as a U.S. Department of Education 2021 National Blue Ribbon School. Congratulations to all Rockets! Rising Scholars was designated as an exemplary, high-performing school. RSA is one of 325 schools in the nation and one of 26 schools in Texas to earn this distinction. It is with great pleasure that we come together as a school community for such a prestigious recognition. At this time, I would like to recognize all RSA Rockets. Students, please stand and be recognized. Thank you. Parents in attendance, please stand and be recognized. Thank you. Faculty and staff, please stand and be recognized. Thank you. It is without a doubt that all your hard work and dedication have superseded all expectations. And I'm humbled to be part of this great team. Kudos to you. At this time, please stand as 8th graders Zeviel A. Pineda and Anne-Marie Lissy lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance and the pledge to the Texas flag. Then Caitlin L. McNutt will follow by singing the national anthem.
Please join me in reciting the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please remain standing for the Texas Pledge by Anne-Marie Lissy.
And now the pledge to the Texas flag. Honor the Texas flag. I pledge allegiance to thee, Texas, one state, under God, one and indivisible. Please remain standing for the national anthem sung by Caitlin L. McNutt. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn
gingerly lie, was so proudly we hail at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, Saint, does that star-spangled banner yet wave for the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Thank you, Zevi, Anne-Marie, and Caitlin. That was a wonderful job. At this time, I would like to recognize the following Central Office Administration in attendance. Please stand as I call your names. Mr. Jeff Hembry, Deputy Superintendent. Mrs. Marla R. Kanab, Assistant Superintendent for Finance and Operations. Mrs. Lisa Frausto, Assistant Superintendent for Human Resource. Mr. Efrain Garza, Executive Director of Student Services. Ms. Amanda Odom, Administrator for Public Relations and Marketing. Also in attendance, we have Mrs. Criselda Rodriguez, current Medical Professions Principal and former RSA Principal. We also have a guest from our San Benito Chamber of Commerce, Mrs. Daphne Maldonado. Next, I would like to recognize and invite Dr. Marco Antonio Lara, Jr., Superintendent of Schools, to introduce the South Texas ISD Board of Directors in attendance, as well as other special guests.
Good morning, everyone. What an exciting day here at RSA. Would you agree? Yeah? You ready for a fun-filled day? Good, me too. I might just stay and join you guys. Y'all have a lot of activities today. I want to take a moment to introduce a couple of individuals that serve on our board of directors who are very dedicated to making sure that you as students, your teachers, your administrators, and the entire district has what they need to be successful. They're the ones that make all the decisions about how we proceed with things and how we continue to set ourselves apart from other schools. Of course, RSA is the #1 school, right? Absolutely, absolutely. So we want to thank our board of directors for being the leaders that they are and allowing us to move forward with a lot of the initiatives that are sometimes new. They sometimes work, sometimes they don't, but it doesn't mean we don't try, right? So with us today, we have our Secretary of the Board, Dr. Sylvia Sanchez Garza. And we also have with us Dr. Ricardo Ochoa. Thank you all for being with us this morning. I want to introduce a very special guest that we have with us this morning. He's a gentleman that lives in Brownsville, and his family resides in Brownsville. His wife is a campus principal, and he's got 3 beautiful children, 1 in college now, 2 in college now. Wow, time goes by quick. But nonetheless, he's a person that I call a friend, and certainly he's a friend of mine, and he's a friend of yours. And let me tell you a little bit about him. He serves on the State Board of Education, and that's a very powerful organization that helps make decisions that guide what we do in schools. And so Mr. Ruben Cortez Jr. represents South Texas, I believe, all the way from Brownsville to about Wharton. Large area along the coast, but nonetheless a strong voice for what we need down here in the valley. And without him, there could be a lot of decisions that are made that don't impact us and don't favor us. So we really appreciate him serving on the board of education and being our voice to make sure that we have fair and equal representation for the things we need down here. And it's not just things that happen in Austin. So we appreciate the work that he does. He also serves as a member of the board for the Region 1 Education Service Center. He's been on the Brownsville Board of Trustees in the past, and a very dedicated man to education and to serving. And we really appreciate all the work that he does. And I'd like to invite him up here this morning to say a few words. Mr. Ruben Cortez Jr.
Well, good morning, guys. I got to tell you, this is exciting. So I feel like I'm in Groundhog Day. I was just with your Trojan colleagues yesterday. You all have 2 campuses that have been recognized for Blue Ribbon. And so yesterday I had the opportunity to spend some time with the other middle school campus that is in Edinburgh as we celebrated with them. While we were there was a young lady, I guess she was the student council president, a young lady by the name of Audrey Fuentes. And she came up and she spoke about all the different challenges that all of you as students have had to go through. This is a 7th and 8th grade campus, right? How many of you did all virtual last year? Raise your hand. So that means if you were in 7th grade now, the last time you were in a school, you were a 5th grader. Well, but like physically in the building, right? Because if you did all of virtual last year, you did 6th grade virtually, right? So everything that you know, all the different things that you've gone through, it's for some students across the state, and I represent all 5.5 million students in Texas. As Dr. Lara said, I have a district that comes from Brownsville all the way to the Gulf Coast to an area known as Matagorda County, or as I call it, Black Cat Country at Bay City, Texas, right? And what you guys have had to go through in the middle of this pandemic, what our educational professionals and everybody that works in education, your principals, all the staffs, your superintendent, the board of trustees, 2 of whom are here, there's been a lot of challenges for you guys. I know a lot of you are really excited to be back in school so you can be around your friends and get a great education. But great schools don't just happen, right? It's not an accident that South Texas ISD is ranked one of the highest ranking school districts, not only in the state of Texas, but in the country. So when the Department of Education announced 26 Blue Ribbon winners for the entire state of Texas, and 2 of them happen to be from the same school district, one is the Trojans in Edinburgh, and the other is all of you, the Rockets, right here in San Benito. These things don't happen by accident, as I said. There's a culture and a climate that drives from the top, from the very top leadership, from gentlemen like Dr. Tony Lara, from the most unique board in the most unique school system in the country, not in Texas, but in the country. It's the only school district that has a 3-county geography. It's the only school district that has 24 school board members. The only one. You guys are the unicorn in public education. You guys. And 2 of your schools got recognized by the United States Department of Education. That's amazing, but this, again, this happens with sound leadership. And Dr. Lara, who is your superintendent, would not be able to do the things that he does to assist your campus principal and every other principal and faculty at this school or any other campus at South Texas ISD without a board of trustees that is supportive of the mission of ensuring that at the end of the day, what we want is the best for each of you. Yesterday, I spoke with a young man by the name of Joseph Garza at the campus in Edinburgh. And I've never seen a student more excited about taking biology than him. If you knew me in the grades that you're in, 7th or 8th grade, man, I wouldn't have wanted to take biology. But this young man was so excited. I was talking to his mom after the ceremony. The excitement of learning. That's what schools like this one offer you. That's why when the United States Department of Education looks, who are we going to award these things to, right? There's a lot of criteria. There's a lot of criteria, but what that tells us is that great things are happening here. And to win a blue ribbon is hard enough. But to win it in the middle of a global pandemic is even more difficult. So on top of being a unicorn in public education, you guys win it not once, but twice with the same district in the middle of a pandemic. And so for all of the faculty and staff that stood up, for the superintendent, for all of the board, for everybody that makes South Texas ISD move, for everybody that makes this campus, from opening that gate in the morning to feeding students to getting them home, all of you play a vital role in this recognition. And on behalf of myself and the Board of Education in Texas, I thank you for what you do. Ma'am, thank you for what you are doing. I cannot tell you how proud we are in Texas of what is happening right here in South Texas ISD. So, Rockets, congratulations. I'm very honored to be here with each of you. I'd love to visit with you afterwards. Congratulations. I hear this is going to be a big party. Well-deserved honor, and keep up the great work.
Thank you, Dr. Lara and Mr. Cortez, for your time and those profound words. It is greatly appreciated. Now, please help me welcome 8th grader Marcelo Gonzalez as he addresses the RSA community.
Thank you. Life is give and take. Give thanks and take nothing for granted. Being happy doesn't mean you have it all, it means you appreciate it all. Through the 2 years of being an active RSA family member, I have learned that you should never give up, no matter the obstacles. Choosing RSA was one of the top greatest decisions I've ever done. I got to experience a roller coaster of a lifetime, though at times it was bumpy, I pulled through and found a way. Every day I wake up at 6 a.m. and have the mentality that I decide if I'm going to have a great day and that I am going to look at obstacles in the eye and face them head first. In doing so, last year I would wake up early to go to student supports even though class starts at 9:30. All the teachers will tell you about it. Wake up and be the better version of yourself than you were yesterday, said Kobe Bryant. Whenever you are down, remember these 3 words. Just keep standing. Because the moment you fall is the moment you lose. RSA has shown and taught me this habit, better yet, a life lesson, and has shown me other principles like respect for one another, kindness, and hardworking. Having been at RSA will help me in the long run because it has been awarded many accolades and has been recognized as one of the best schools in the nation. Fortunately, we have earned this award not as many students, but as one whole. We have been given this award together because of our honor and respect we have for this school and for each other. Aristotle said, we are what we repeatedly do. Excellence is not an act, but a habit. Thank you, everyone, for taking role in this award and being part of this amazing school.
Thank you, Marcelo, for sharing the RSA Rocket experience through the lens of a student. Next, I would like to introduce Ms. Daphne Maldonado, Executive Director of the San Benito Chamber of Commerce, to address the RSA community.
Good morning, students. Thank you so much for the invite. I would like to start with the RSA mission statement. Rising Scholars Academy paves the foundation for academic excellence and leadership via a rigorous and innovative curriculum enhanced by a nurturing system of support, community, and opportunity for all. And you all have definitely put the name of San Benito way up high, just as the Rockets that you are. Congratulations. Thank you so much to everyone that came here today. Thank you for inviting me. I'm speechless because during this pandemic, I learned so much, and I would have to thank all the teachers for all their hard work that they have done. I had always thought before that being a teacher was an easy job, and let me tell you, it is not an easy job. I try to be the teacher at home, and that was grueling. It was the hardest job I had ever had in my life. I really, really want to thank all the teachers and your principal, all the students, all the parents, and the community. Thank you so much, everyone.
Thank you, Mrs. Maldonado, for your inspiring words. At this time, Dr. Tony Lara, Superintendent of Schools, will present South Texas ISD Rising Scholars Academy with a certificate of recognition for earning a 2021 National Blue Ribbon School designation. Student ambassadors, please come up.
I am so honored and privileged to be here to present this certificate of award for having earned the 2021 National Blue Ribbon School designation. In 6 short years, this campus went from opening its doors in 2015 to having earned this top national award in 2021. That happens with a lot of dedication, a lot of focus, and a lot of hard work by each and every one of you as students, by our remarkable teachers and leadership of the campus, and certainly it doesn't happen without the support of our RSA family. So I thank each and every one of you, and I'd like to present this certificate to Marcelo.
At this time, will the assistant principals, Mr. Casanova and Mr. Sanchez, and the counselors, Mrs. Chavez and Mr. Perez, please join me on stage. We just received an order that we would like to show the students. Students, this banner will hang outside so that everyone who passes by, who comes by RSA, will know of your great accomplishments. We will take pictures with this in a bit, okay? Thank you all. Thank you. As we conclude today's National Blue Ribbon School Designation Ceremony, I would like to thank students, parents, teachers, staff, central office administration, board of directors, and everyone who made this extraordinary journey a grand success. It is truly an honor to be standing here amongst this great group of resilient individuals. Teachers and students, I am very proud and impressed by all of your accomplishments. Today, we honor you. We celebrate the culmination of your hard work and dedication. You have worked rigorously to achieve this level of educational success and recognition. Being designated and recognized as a national blue ribbon school yields the excellence that is associated with STISD Rising Scholars Academy. Since its inception in 2015, RSA maintains an exemplary reputation. It is with great aspirations and hard work that RSA has been able to reach such a goal. The school's vision, mission, and core values speak volumes of the school community and culture, and the reflection of student success does not go unnoticed. Congratulations again to all students, support staff, and faculty in reaching this prestigious recognition. Students, be prepared for a full day of activities in your honor. Again, congratulations, and we are rocket strong. Thank you all for joining us today. Parents and invited guests, please stay and join us as we conclude our celebration and go into our reception. Thank you.